visions in my head of this. You don't know the half of it. I got dreams of looking up, high as I can get. But nothing feels like how it feels to know these things I don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just thread. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and everywhere we go it leads to an open door. We've made our mistakes, the good and bad days, but nothing really breaks if I got you. Look at the sky when you go outside, and know there is nothing to keep me back from you. I got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and know there is nothing, and everywhere we go we're leading to an open door. Keep me back, keep me back from you. Keep me back, keep me
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the upper bracket finals of Rocket League for this tournament. We have 3 games going on tonight. We have the upper finals, the lower semifinals, as well as the lower finals. I'm Ford, and I am joined today by Daniel. How do you feel about these games? Can't hear you there. Right, just sorting this out. No worries. Up first, we do have a SETU versus TUD Vertigo, which was the finals of last season. So that's going to be a good game, of course. 2 of the best teams in the league. I mean, that's always going to be a good game with all these players. They all know what they're doing. This is going to be highly mechanical and probably quite quick. I'm going to struggle to keep up. but it's always going to be a good game. And of course, best of 7 for all of the series today. Up next, we have the lower semifinals with the Ducks, Trinity Ducks versus TUD Apes A+, another really good game. And then the lower finals will be the winner of Trinity Ducks versus TUD Apes versus the loser of SETU versus Vertigo. Daniel, how we feeling? You got everything sorted?
My mic. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're all good now.
Okay, yeah, sorry. A bit of mic issues there on me. You know what? I'm looking forward to it. 3 good series, I'd say. Especially this one. Decide who goes to land. It's probably the header of today, and it's nice to start off with a good series, yeah. Definitely
is. I'd say we jump right into it. I think everybody is in here, and yeah, this is gonna be a long stream, guys. So grab your popcorn, grab some drinks, get yourself comfy, and we'll get this one started.
That we will, and it seems like we're about to head into the game. Both sides are ready. So yeah, I want to see one thing from both these teams, which is interesting kickoffs. Something we haven't really seen so far by either of these teams, but especially from TUD, they've kind of been number 2 to SETU for quite a while, and I want to see what they can do to try and shake that up. And a good kickoff comes out, a good kill, and possession is still won by SETU. Shane gets the ball center, Parable beats out one. Shallow gets it centered again, and Tomster's up for it. Tomster shoots, but Tomster can't get it in, and that's over Shallow, and SETU starting off the game strong.
As you said, they are keeping possession close, really already putting the pressure on TUD's side, always getting to the ball, but here Parable does get a nice clear off. Gets a pass, Panda, it's mid. Goes for the shot, is slightly off though. Here's Tomster up in the air, sends it up forward, Shallow up. Maybe going for the shot, but Parable does get a nice block. Caught a bit awkward on the landing, but is still able to recover and get it away with it. Tomster up trying to beat Shane, but Shane does get to it first. Staying near the ball, but Sam gets to it first, clears it out. Panda is up fast enough though to keep the pressure on to the sidewall. Tries to go for a demo on Shane, but Shane is able to get the clear. Goes over Tomster. Sam gets a shot, and it's in. TUD takes the first goal of the series.
Yeah, 1 minute in, a great lob pass from Shane, gets it around Tomster, and no one's there third. Shallow can't get a touch around, and it's a great start from TUD. They've had a few good opportunities. Sam missed an opportunity earlier, and yeah, it's nice to see a good bit of teamwork and aggression coming out from this squad. And again, they've got possession. Sam has a relatively open net, but can't get around Tomster. Shane, what can he do with it? He taps it down to Parable, who gets his first. Can he get the second? He can! 2-0 TUD.
Well played. I mean, what a beautiful pass, and the double as well. Very clean. Such perfect car control.
Yeah, what a first touch, and a great adjustment in the air to get it bar down and everything. Great slot from Parable, and this has been a really good start from TUD. Probably the underdog come this series. I don't think they've beaten SETU so far this season, and they want to change that here. Shallow. Bad touch center. Shane gets a cut across and gets it around Tomster. Panda's a bit awkward. Shane gets another touch, and it's a poor touch from Panda. Parable can try and capitalize on it, but he just can't get it around Tomster, and SETU struggling off the bat.
They are indeed, but we'll see if they're able to clear it off now. Panda over to the sidewall. Your ball's bit sitting there now. Shallow gets a nice touch, stays near, goes up in the air around mid. Tomster up to the ceiling. Bit too powerful, maybe drops down, but still manages to go for the touch. Panda is there to collect the goal, making it 2-1. SETU is in for the comeback.
Yeah, a bit of awkwardness on defense. Shane just can't get the touch, and Parable playing for it isn't ready to pounce on it on defense. And yeah, it's a bit of a misplay from TUD there. They still have that goal lead, they still have the advantage here, and it's better that they just keep their head. It's paramount for their success. Parable, obviously the backboard. Shane can't get a touch. Parable plays it again. Tomster calmly gets rid of it, but Sam is on the other end. What can he do with it? He gets the first, fakes out Panda, but yeah, this is a bit awkward from SETU. Parable can't do much with it, and TUD have absolutely besieged this SETU defense.
Have indeed. Now you're SETU on the attack again, though. Shallow goes for the pass to Panda, who is there waiting for it halfway through the game on the dot, tying it up 2-2. Well played right there. I didn't even notice the bump as well, just to clear the goal out a bit more. And then Panda, of course, getting a great powerful shot far over to the left side. But, you know, 2.5 minutes left, only halfway through, 4 goals scored already, which is quite rare. I feel like seeing this many goals scored in a high-level game, with both teams being high-level, that is. But here's TUD on the attack again. Oh no, an accidental pitch that almost went in, but was slightly off, and Shane was able to get a first touch, but Panda is able to keep the pressure on. Over to Tomster, takes a shot, just hits the crossbar though, and it's sent back over to SETU's side.
Yeah, both these squads have started off quite aggressive, both known for their offensive plays, but defensively, this is probably what's going to be the biggest decider of this series. Panda gets a center, Tomster can't get the beat out on Shane. Shallow tries to recycle possession, gets the reset, keeps control close, doesn't have the boost to do much more with it. Good dunk from him, however, goes Sam's away. Tomster with a good beat. Parable. Simple touch from him, but that's not the direction he wants it to go, and a double come in on defense. TUD are a little awkward right now. This is time for SETU to strike. Shane with an absolute brilliant clear. Gets a bit of time and a bit of space for TUD. Parable. Good touch into the backboard. Hand out for Shallow, but Shallow can't get the beat out. Tomster tries to get it back center, but that's an easy clear for Parable, who just bangs it down the other way. Panda touches it to the left. Bit of an awkward recovery in the goal line, and that's a cross net, but no one's there to finish it on the other end. A minute left, and we're at a stalemate.
Indeed, but that was some great pressure there from TUD, and they might be able to come back here. Shallow very quick, but it does drop down to Parable, who has an open net, scoring it, giving TUD the lead once again with only 51 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that's a really impressive cut from Sam, and a really good pass from Parable originally. That's great teamwork from TUD. Parable bangs off to the backboard, and Sam forces Shallow to get an awkward touch, which Parable can just capitalize on and take the open net, and a goal up in this game one. It's 50 seconds left. There's still plenty of time for SETU, at least 2 or 3 more attacks, and that's a misplay from Tomster. Can Shane capitalize on? No, he can. He puts it wide. Panda tries to control it. Sam with a good diving challenge keeps the pressure on. Tomster, bit of a wild touch, manages to regain possession. Across to Shallow. What can he do with it? Can he get his first touch? It's a bit to nowhere, and Parable with a good 50. Shane around 1. Tomster gets it up to Shallow, but Sam is there. Good. I think it was a bump from Shallow there, and Parable gets it down to Sam. Bit of continuation from TUD on offense, but none of them have boost, and a bit of a counter-attack could come out from SETU. 7 seconds left. Can game 1 go TUD's way? Shane across. Shallow can't get a touch. 0 seconds. What can SETU do with it? Shallow 0 boost. A pinch into the corner. Shane can kill it, and TUD take game 1.
You indeed. I'm not sure about. Yeah, I thought SETU would start off strong, and then maybe TUD would make a nice comeback for a few games, but I wasn't expecting TUD to grab first game, and they did very well. Kept pressure on throughout the whole thing.
They did. I think Parable especially had an absolute brilliant game. You know, got 2 of the goals, and he was just very paramount on a lot of the team plays. Good positioning from him, good solid positioning from him, and good defense comes out from TUD. I believe they conceded less shots that game, or sorry, 1 more shot that game, and they managed to get 1 more goal in the end for themselves, and that's the kind of defense they need to be playing against the SETU roster. Very much a 3-pronged approach on offense for that SETU team. All 3 of them can both outplay and work together. They've got the mechanics, and Sam, good first man dive. Shane's already up for it. Panda's touch is a bit wild. Can Shane get the read? He can get 1, but it's used all his boost, and Shallow can get the beat out and an early goal for SETU.
It was well played there. A bit unlucky from Shane. Caught a bit awkward there, and then with 0 boost, leaving his teammates in front of the goal, but that was just a fantastic play from Panda to get the ball over to that side, and then of course the great shot to finish it off. But that is only 14 seconds in. Maybe a kickoff goal for TUD immediately after, tying it up. Wow.
Yeah, it's a good kickoff from TUD. Very close cheat, which Parable plays for, and Sam front flipped under the ball in the last goal, manages to atone for his sins on the next play. And this is a very even series so far. Both teams looking a bit weak, but at the same time, we know the offensive abilities of both these teams. We know the general ability of both these teams, and if both teams can get those nerves just under wrap a little bit, it would be in for a cracker of a series.
Definitely will indeed. Only just over 30 seconds in. 1-1. Here's SETU on the attack, keeping the pressure on. Shane going for it. Panda getting a nice touch there, though. Tomster getting the shot, and Shane just caught a bit awkwardly in the goal right there. And they do get the goal. SETU does, of course, that is, giving them the 1-goal lead for the first time in the series, I believe. But, well played. I mean, once again, 3 goals in this speed. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a defense over, but it seems both teams have come out to play and are definitely not holding back now. And here it goes back to Shane in the corner, taking it, keeping the ball close, gets a pass Shallow, gets a pass Panda as well, complete solo play, tying it up. Fantastic play from Shane.
Yeah, it's not the greatest dive from Panda, however he is on 0 boost in the back third. Probably should have flipped left on that instance. He flips right to get the instant challenge, but yeah, Shane very smart there. As the pass it right and sees that if he goes for the solo play, he can get it. It's what this man has. He's got that Rocket League IQ, and it's a poor miss from Powerball off the kickoff. Tomster's there for the shot. He hits to the backboard. Sam with a good read. He's 0 boost, however. Goes for the follow-up. Bangs it down the other way, which Shallow can read. He gets his first touch. Nice reset from him. Can't get the dunk on Shane. Parables up. Parable gets the dunk. It's off the crossbar.
Oh, Shane tries to knock it down mid on that double, but is blocked as well. Tomster clears it over to Parable, who's waiting. Shane sends it mid, nice and high. Tomster is there to block it though, keeping the ball close, and making sure he gets a 50 there to not give the free ball. Parable tries, but Panda gets it out over to the other side. Sam to the corner. Shane gets boost and ball off the wall. Does get bumped by Tomster though. He's staying near it, gets a reset, sends it over to the side. Sam tries to get control, but Shallow does beat him. But Sam does get the demo. Here's Panda pushing through. Sam gets the ball, keeping it. Shallow with the accidental double, almost causing an own goal. Tomster does get control though. Gets knocked back to Panda, takes the ball up. Sam with the interception. Shane in the side. Tries to get it on low boost, but is blocked from getting it.
They are, and there's been a little bit more of a slowdown in the scoring. We had a bit of a chaotic first minute, and as I say, that Parable wanting to prove me wrong, get the caster going, plays it across net, but walks out of there with his life. Panda, all 3 TUD members in the same boost pad. It's a bit of chaos on the field right now. Very close, tight-knit midfield play, and that's a good demo from Panda. The goal is open, and that's an absolute amazing demo from Panda. Seeing his first man turn around, and he gets a bump here as well from Parable, which turns his car around and lets him just slot into the open net, and SETU take the lead once again.
Just over half the game left. Our 5th kickoff, 6th and 5th kickoff of the game. Panda tries to get to the ball, but Sam is a bit faster, taking their time. Well played to keep the 50 on SETU's side. Tomster, low boost off the wall, goes for it, but Shane reads the low boost. Up to Sam, knocks it mid. Parable goes for a nice low shot. Well done. A bit awkward there, not expecting the slower shot, and caught on the side, on the goalpost there, but still, well, fantastic play by Parable to make that kind of shot.
Yeah, am I watching TUD or am I watching Vitality? The passing plays from this team is absolutely impeccable. I mean, they've been working together for every single goal, I believe. All goals bar one have been assisted this series, and it's an absolute brilliant comeback from TUD. You know, they've been down every time this game, and every time they've came back, it's very impressive. And you know, they win this, they're 2-0 up in the series, and that's almost something that they just don't know what to do with, if anything, because the SETU team have always had their number, and that's a ball down to Shallow. Shallow gets the touch center, but Parable sends it the other way. Tomster gets pre-jumped off the ceiling by Sam, who reads it. An absolute amazing read, and that's from Shane to Parable. Plays it to the backboard. Shallow reads it, though that's a poor touch from him. Sam is there in the midfield, gets a touch around one. Panda's awkward. Sam gets another dunk on him. That's around Shane, and Parable and Panda are in a 1v1, and he's flipped around the ball.
Oh, that was a bit unlucky there. Just, I'm not sure if he was trying to just go for maybe a double jump to get a bit more speed going up there, or if it was maybe just an accidental click on the jump button. But with just under a minute left, SETU is up by 1 now. TUD needs to score 1 more to at least bring it to overtime. Tomster drops it down mid. It's now almost in the dead man zone. Here's Shallow, grabs the boost as well. Off the backboard, gets the reset, gets it over to Shane. Gets a touch though. Sam on the backboard. Tries, but Tomster does get to the ball first. Here's Sam, shot on target. Shallow is there waiting though. Sends over to the side where Panda goes for a shot as well. Parable with the save. Ball drops a bit slowly. Shallow sends it up. Parable trying to grab another chance for TUD, but 2 people gone. Here's Panda. Tries to knock it mid, but it is blocked off though. Off the sidewall again. Shane gets a touch. Less than 10 seconds left. TUD need to get this here on this last attack. Sam tries to get it past. And the ball might drop here. Panda does make the decision to drop it, and SETU does take game 2 of the series, tying it up in this best of 7.
That they do. It was a very well fought effort from TUD, you know, kept going a goal down and kept their heads in it every time. Just a simple misclick on the defensive end from Parable causes them to concede that 4th, and just didn't have the time to get that one back. It's a very, very solid effort from TUD. They're playing with so much confidence, you know, especially Sam. I've seen that man go for like 5 pre-jumps off the ceiling. It's ridiculous. He thinks he's Zen. It's that TikTok fame's getting into his head. It's what a player Sam is, what a series Sam is having, what a series all 3 of them are having. And yeah, 1-1, the series is not out of reach. They're still drawing. Touch off the corner from Sam. Panda gets a good read, and that's off the Tomster. 1 to the backboard. Parable will read that any day, but Tomster gets a bit of a dunk on it. Can't do much with that dunk. Off to Shane. 50 off the sidewall. Parable gets the beat out, but there's no third, so SETU will just relinquish control. Or, sorry, TUD will, and Tomster gets the air dribble. Just can't get it around Shane, and an absolute cracking start to this game 3.
Indeed, now TUD did have the early start, but SETU is definitely pushing in now. Going for a potential pancake or even double there. I'm not sure about the double though from that angle, but not able to. Panda, I'm not sure if that was a fake on Parable there, but it did work out. Here's Shallow, grabs the boost as well. Sam with a nice quick challenge though, not giving a chance to take control. Parable going for it as well. Shane sending it up. Shallow grabbing control off the backboard, keeping ball close, but does accidentally drop it down to Sam, who also gets the goal because of a great demo from Shane there on Tomster. Well played by TUD. Great communication once again. I'd consider that an assist goal as well.
I would as well, you know. Sometimes the stats don't lie, and look, for my fellow TUD fans in the audience, I want to give you a bit of copium. Every time a team has scored first, they have won a game in the series. Now, that has been 2 games so far, so it's not exactly a massive chain. But look, we got to take what we can get, and that's a great touch from Shallow. Gets it around Parable. Sam reads it in the midfield, and Panda. Bit awkward there. Poor touch from him. Shane can't get the challenge. Parable. Sends it backwards. It's a good dunk from Panda, but Shallow and Tomster are just a little too slow. Shane over 1. Gets the ball center, but Tomster reads the intercept. Panda's up quick. Panda's put the ball on net. Parable is very calm on defense. Gets it this time. Shallow with an absolute insane touch, but it's off the post.
That was such a cool hit. Just unlucky. God. Panda with a nice flick though. Tries to knock it mid. Oh, fantastic. Nice little pre-jump there by Tomster, reading that pass perfectly. Showing the chemistry of the SETU team.
Yeah, that is an absolute insane pass from Panda. It's just, look, you can say whatever you want about SETU, but this team is fun to watch. That is a great flick from Panda and a great pass center, which Tomster reads perfectly. TUD still in this game. Off the backboard from Parable. Shane gets control. Around one, Shallow takes it, fakes it, but Shane reads that. Parable. Can't get much with that touch going. Tomster hits it off the backboard. Shane off to Sam. What can he do with it? Good heavy first touch, but Panda reads that. Panda gets a second. It's not over Parable. Shane trying to push on it. Plays for 50. Back to Sam. Hits it up. Parable gets beat out here, and there's a lot of pressure coming out from SETU. Panda hits it off the backboard to Shallow. What can he do with it? Gets the reset. Tries to get it around one. Shane does well there to keep that one out and not get it. Just pass that to Tomster. Tomster. It's a poor touch from him, however. Shane can steal the boost here. What can he do? He gets the cut. Gets the dunk. Sam tries to get it back center. He gets it, but no one's there, and TUD escaped the defensive battery and have now started an offensive play. 40.
They definitely have now. I mean, 2 minutes left on the clock. They're trying to keep the attack on. Parable sending it up. Sam knocks it mid, but nobody's there. Tomster may be first, but no, Shane does beat him to the ball. Here's Tomster. Shane maybe going for a nice little bump there to not let a flick happen. Sam with a missed jump, but Shane is there on the backboard to stop anything from happening. Keeping the ball close, getting a nice powerful hit there. Just off target, and Shallow also gets the first hit just in case. Hand off the backboard. Shane knocks it back mid. Tomster blocks it. Parable with a shot. Panda was a bit awkward, but still manages to get the save. Here's Shane in the corner. Tries to get it out, but is not able to. Parable does get to the ball first. Keeping it close off the wall. Caught low boost. Runs away now. Well played. Giving Shallow some time in the air. Who does drop it down. Here's Panda. Does get it over Parable. Shallow. Going for a touch there. Goes mid. Shane, bit of a weak touch, but still able to clear it off with a pass to Sam. There it is off the backboard once again. Almost a fantastic shot there from Sam with a great redirect, but just a bit high. Tomster knocks it mid, but Parable does get a nice intercept. Shallow going for it. Does get a second touch. Parable off, tries to go off the ceiling, but just mistouched the ball. Didn't send it up high enough, and only 30 seconds left in the game. How will this one end?
Yeah, it's been a bit of chaos back and forth. Shallow with the reset. He gets it off the crossbar. Sam with the clear, but it's out to nobody on his team. Panda gets the possession, and SETU putting on the pressure. TUD have to survive another 11 seconds. Can they do that? Shane gets the 50. Panda fakes out Sam. No one's there from SETU. Sam in a Parable double commit. Shane's up as third. Gets the hard clear. Panda should be there. Actually, Parable gets the beat and he just decides to kill it, and we go for the first overtime of the series. This is neck and neck, both sides. Look like they could take this one.
Definitely. Here's this quick shot there from Tomster, giving them the first bit of pressure on, but the TD do get the clear. Shane going for a great flick. Fantastic top left, getting it just over the defender. 102 kilometers per hour, just 13 seconds into this overtime. Giving TUD a 2-1 lead in the series. 2-1 lead?
2-1 lead indeed. What a catch by Shane. That was incredible. Gets the early flick, top left corner, top left Tommy, that's what he is. And it's a great finish from Shane. We see 5 saves from the man. You know, that's 8 saves compared to SETU's 4, and TUD have been rewarded with a 2-1 lead in this series. They're 2 games off LAN, and SETU struggling more than they might have expected. 40.
I'd say so, definitely. I can't be 100% sure, but I believe the finals were not this close of last season. But I'll tell you what, TUD are really bringing their A game today. Just really keeping the pressure on and pulling away. Just a little bit though. That was only the 3rd game, and here we have started the 4th though. 10 seconds in. Nothing much has happened yet, but there's a nice pass from Panda over to Charlotte. Sorry, I got a bit shook from that shot right there. That was a bit too close for comfort. Sam with a great shot. Shallow with the save. Shane staying underneath the ball. Here's Panda going for it. He tries to just get the 50 and dunk it in. Shane in the corner has the boost. Decides to pull away. Gives his teammates some time to push in as well. Parable. Bit awkward there. That was a great pre-jump, reading that perfectly, grabbing the boost as well, keeping the pressure on for SETU.
Yeah, SETU had a good start to this game 4. They've had a few close chances. Panda hits that one towards net, but there's no one to follow it up. Parable gets the lob down. Can Tomster get to it? He can, but he's left awkward. Shane, shallow reads his shot center. Parable fakes around 1, goes for the 50. Not to anyone on his team anyway. Shallow plays for the 50 on Sam. That goes far side. Parable can get it again off the backboard. Tomster's there to collect. Panda gets the hard clear down to Shallow. First touch off the ceiling. Can he get the second? Not much with it. Sam misses out. Shane, creative touch to say the least. That's off to Parable, who fakes round 1. Round to Shallow. Gets the boost, loses the ball. Boost over ball. That's all that matters in this. At every rank, and close from Sam, but SETU trying to bring it down the other way, and that's an awkward touch and a miss from Sam. Leaves TUD vulnerable. It's Tomster with a smart fake, but Shane reads it. Sam is up. Gets the beat out on Panda. Slow to recover himself though, and SETU, this is a great opportunity for them. Shallow around 1 in the second, 2 minutes into this game, and Shallow got the lead for SETU.
Wow, I mean, considering that now it's happened 3 times in a row, this game must be going to SETU with the first goal going to them. Surely, if it happens this time, then it has to be a fact.
Exactly. I mean, if I'm TUD, this is the worst sign I've ever seen. You know, I'm just forfeiting right now. FF's in chat, but Tomster, or Panda to Tomster, who fakes it out and down the other way from Shane. Shallow goes for another psycho. This has worked out terribly every time. I don't know why he keeps going for it, but you know what? I don't mind it. That's all that matters. Sam to Parable back to Sam. Tries to get it center off the Shallow. Parable's back up for it. Shallow with the dunk, and TUD are forced to just rush back on defense. Tomster gets it around 1, but TUD survive for now.
Indeed, drops down to Shallow, knocks it over to the corner, and tries to get to another touch, but isn't able to. Here's Shane getting a touch, but caught a bit low on boost and not able to go for another. Sam gets it though, staying near the ball, not giving them a free one there. Tomster with a nice clear across. Parable hits the backboard. Shallow with a great shot there from that angle, and leaving TUD awkward, and Tomster is able to finish that one off. That was a fantastic shot there from Shallow, just forcing a double commit, and then Tomster just cleaning up.
Yeah, not the greatest touch from Shane. He tries to get it out to the corner, but smashes it off his crossbar instead. Sets it center for Tomster, and no one's there for the shot. This is the furthest TUD have been down so far this series. You know, game 2, which they lost, they were 1 goal down at most, and Parable says, I don't care for 2 goals down, I'll make it 1 right now. Shane gets the 50 from Panda. Parable's quick too, and Tomster's just left awkward on defense. Parable looks like he's going for an absolute giant flick, and instead just slots it bottom left.
Little baby classy flick right there, well played. 2 minutes on the clock though. SETU is still up by 1. TUD does need 1 more to at least bring us to overtime in game 4. Here Sam gets a touch, tries to get it mid, but Shallow's there to clear it out. Keeping the ball once again, but Shane gets a nice early challenge. Panda reads it though, sends it up. Shallow tries to knock it down as well. Second time he's gone for that one. Tomster going for it as well. Shane over to the side. Ball drops. Panda gets a 50 against Sam. Sent over to Tomster. Keeping the ball in the air, flicks it up. Shallow going for the shot. Sam gets it to it first though. Able to get something slightly off target there though. Panda staying near the ball in air. It's a bit of a miss hit, but is still saved by a teammate. There's Parable going for a 50. Tomster with the shot. Shane with a goal line save, keeping the ball close once again, but Panda is able to still take it away. Sam getting it clear. Shallow with the slight mistouch on that save. Parable keeping the ball on SETU's side, or attempting to. Here in the air once again. Panda gets a touch. Parable drops it down to Sam, who sends it over to Shane. Tries to get it over Tomster, but the pre-jump is too strong. Gets sent back down to Parable. TUD really trying to grab this last goal that they need in this 40 seconds.
Yeah, fighting with every last piece they have in him, and Shane's in a 1v1. 2v1, sorry. Sam gets the shot. Parable can get to, and he can. The 30 seconds left. Parable has pulled it back for TUD. A 3-man passing play. An absolute brilliant counter-attack from TUD.
Uh-oh. fantastic. Like you said, the TUD's passing plays this whole series have been so good. 30 seconds on the clock. I mean, what a comeback right there. They were 2-0 down, I believe, just under halfway through this game, and they managed to score the other two, bringing them back. But there's a chance for Panda to not let them get away with it. Parable caught a bit awkward. Shane does manage to get the clear. 10 seconds left. TUD maybe getting another goal, making it 3-2. Now SETU's on the backboard. They need to score one goal in 10 seconds, or else TUD does get this win, breaking the streak of first goal wins the game, and also bringing us to series point, I believe, for TUD.
Series point indeed. TUD closer than they've ever been. Sam on the right wall gets it around Panda. Shallow gets possession again. We're getting close to 0 seconds. Tomster off the backboard. Can Sam read it? No one is there for the shot, are they? Sorry. Panda's there. Parable with a good touch. Shallow keeps it up. Sam tries to get it down. That's off to Tomster. 0 boost here. Can he get the fake? He can! And TUD are 3-1 up in the series.
I was not expecting this. This is TUD, I'd say, are jumping around in their seats as much as I am. This is fantastic. I mean, well played from TUD's passing plays are so hard to read. I'm not sure what happened. I mean, we've seen them on stream before, and obviously they've played fantastically, but these passing plays are just impossible to read. Just almost like tiki-taka. Sure, that last goal, there was a bit of a, it was a back pass from somebody on SETU, but still fantastic. Giving them, like you said, this is the closest they've been to taking the lead over SETU in the whole tournament.
Yeah, this is the closest they've been, and there's the upside for being 3-1 up against SETU is the same as the downside. You're on triple match point, but the downside is that while you're 3-1 up against SETU, it's against SETU. This team have absolutely done wonders historically. They've swept this TUD team before multiple times, and if you're SETU, they're still comfortable, and TUD just have to keep their heads on straight. It's very easy to panic now, and that's a good shot from Tomster, as I say it. Parable whips it on the backboard, and Shane can't get to it, and SETU take an early lead in game 5, sorry.
Indeed, just 16 seconds in. That was a bit awkward from TUD. Great shot from Tomster from that distance. It's hard to gauge where you want to put it, but did read it perfectly. Panda trying to steal the boost there, but I believe Shane did get away with it. Keeping the ball close. Parable with a nice cut there. Nobody on SETU was reading that one. Goes up again here, Shallow. Tries to get the first touch. Sam does manage to get a 50 here. Parable tries to get a nice soft touch, keeping it nice and close, but Thompson does get it over him. Sam pushing through, trying to get a goal now. SETU knowing that they need to win this game. TUD knowing that they too need to win this game. Really bringing it all in, dropping it down, but Sam does knock it slightly up. Here's Parable getting a nice backflip there to keep it on SETU's side. Panda with a nice quick aerial to keep TUD from getting anything else here now.
Yeah, TUD have stabilized the ship a little bit. That's a good fake from Shane. Parable off the backboard, can't get the second. He gets the bump, however, off the crossbar. Shane misses on the follow-up, and that's back center. Can he turn around? No, he can't. Can't get around to it in time, but still, pressure keeps mounting. Parable off the backboard again. Shane can't get it on target. Can he get it back center? Not really. Not really around Shallow either, and TUD a little bit more stood off than they originally were. They've given a bit of an opening for SETU here. Parable takes a good 50, and as I say that, Shane now has possession again. Shallow on his backboard, 50s. It doesn't have the boost to go for it again, and his boost was stolen. Sam around one, back to Shane. Off the corner, he gets dodges the demo, he fakes it around the other. Parable down, Shallow is there. Sam off the crossbar, Shane can't get it in, and how is this ball not entered the SETU net 40?
This is crazy. So many shots from TUD and just such locked in defense from SETU, just not letting a single one pass. And now here they are at the counter attack. Maybe try to make it 2-0, but Parable tries to get it out. Here's Sam, knocks it over again. Great wave dash. Sorry, not wave dashes. Oh god, I've actually forgotten the name of that mechanic.
The chain dash.
Chain dash, thank you. It's so good. Just picking up the speed with low boost. Very well played. That was quite a few in a row there as well. Here's Parabol. Sending it out again where Panda's waiting. Sends it mid for shallow, slightly off target, and Shane does give TUD a little chance to breathe here once again.
Yeah, talking about those chain dashes, the jitter clicking, it's probably from the nerves. The thumb's already shaking in itself. I mean, Parable gets the good 50 out to Shane. Shane tries to get it centered again. Good bump on shallow, leaves it awkward. Panda baits in at Sam, but not the wisest of moves because it's back out to Parable. Gets around one, can't get around the third. What a pinch from Sam. Gets it centered. Parable is there to capitalize on a shallow mistouch. TUD have equalized.
Just under 2 minutes left. TUD knows they're this close to victory. They just need to make the decision to either bring us to overtime, or they just need to grab their one goal and then lock in on defense. Here's Panda. Tries to go for it, slightly too high to the ceiling. It's shallow, misreading that bounce, but Sam as well misreading the ball. Lobster trying to get the fake past. There's Panda with a great shot, but Parable does read it. It's cleared. The goal is open. Will Sam get the first touch? He does! Minute and 30 seconds left. TUD does take the lead in the match point of the series.
SETU, they've been playing a three-pronged offense, but that's led to some overcommits, and Sam's down the other way. He has had an absolute cracker of a series, and yeah, TUD are so close, yet seemingly so far. Tomster around Parable, Panda's there for the shot, Sam gets the save, and Parable fakes round one. Shallow brings it to the air. What can he do with it? Not much, it seems. Gets it around Shane. It doesn't get around Shane, sorry. Shane misses the boost, however. Panda around one. Sam backs. Get the clear. Gets the good quick touch, but that's right back to Shallow. Tries to do something with it. Shane, good touch around him. Tomster gets it back center, but Shallow's side flipped, and it's poor from him. Panda with the strong, quick dive is third, and Sam doesn't get the touch, but he fakes him out, and he's going to be able to get the clear down. That goes relatively open. Can he get it in? No, he can't, but SETU on the back foot for once. A few demos come out to relieve the pressure. Shallow round one. Good dive from Sam, but that's left that goal open. Gets it center from Panda. Shallow can't get around to it, and TUD are still 2-1 up.
40 seconds left. Parable gets a nice flick over Panda. Shallow gets the first touch though in mid. Tomster, shot on target. Sam gets a nice shot, clear over to the side, and a second one from Sam there. Tomster grabs the boost and the ball. Shane with a great 50. Panda over to the corner. Parable keeping the ball close. Off the wall, gets sent back mid. There's a chance. Shane does get the touch though. Blocks it. 15 seconds left. TUD are so close to taking the win from SETU. Here's Sam, knocks it mid. Panda. Christ. Here's their last chance now for SETU. Tomster up. Great interception there. Will SETU manage to keep it up? Here's Shallow. There's a chance. It does drop there though. Tomster keeps it up. Oh, so close. And TUD takes the game and the series, winning the upper final and locking their position in the LAN.
TUD have done what they could never do before. They've faced their demons and they've taken them down, sent them to the lower brackets. SETU have been absolutely demolished. From start to finish, they were getting absolutely outplayed by this TUD roster, who have just played like a well-oiled machine. I've never seen that from that trio before, and that has been an absolute amazing performance from the TUD boys. And I just, yeah, as you said, they've locked their position on LAN, and it's, you know, I can't, like, they've done it from the upper bracket. It's an absolutely amazing performance for the trio.
It is indeed. That does now make it a bit tougher for the losers finals, knowing that the winner of Ducks versus Apes knows that they're gonna have to go against number 1 seed SETU Esports in that losers final. Losers final? Yes, losers final, to see who'll go to LAN. And if SETU does win that game, we will get a rematch of this once again in the finals at LAN.
Yeah, and SETU, they haven't locked their spot yet. Another team who's beaten them is Trinity, and they're in the lower bracket waiting for their opportunity. And yeah, SETU looking vulnerable today, and if you want to see if they qualify, come back later and you'll see the lower final.
Well, indeed. And speaking of Trinity, that is our next game, Trinity Ducks versus TUD Apes A+. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick second to get that game set up, and then we'll be right back, hopefully soon, with with Series 2 of tonight, the lower semifinals, Trinity Ducks versus TUD Apes A+.
and welcome back to the Irish Esports Collegiate Series. You've just seen the upset in the upper finals, and now we're in the lower semis to decide who gets to play SETU, TUD, the other TUD this time, and TCD, Trinity, playing for the for that opportunity. And yeah, I'm back here with 40-40. What are your thoughts going into the series?
I'd say this is going to be a close one. I mean, we've seen Trinity doing fantastic. I believe they've also beaten SETU one time. I believe we discussed before stream started, which means that if they do make it to the next series, then that's going to be a close one, as they've already proven that they can do it. And of course, I mean, TUD teams are just so good. I believe even last what's the word of it? Last during the winter tournament, the Apes team actually beat Vertigo team one time. So these are two teams who have beaten the top seeds. So we'll see how well they go against each other here in this game. We're already a minute in. No goals have been scored, but it has been quite action-packed. Jamingo trying to go up the wall, but Python with a quick stop right there, and Jamingo taking the ball across. Moody tries to go for it, but caught with low boost. It gets sent back down. Jamingo sends it mid. Wolfie is not able to get it though. Here does manage to pass it back though to Nuss, who sends it across. Nuss, who has, I believe, gotten player of the week every time they've been on stream. So we know that Nuss definitely has the skills if he's managed to catch all the casters' attention.
Yeah, and talking about Nuss, I've been a big critic of his car designs, and I want to give him credit today. It's actually not that bad for once, so I'm happy for the man. He's when it matters most, he's not in the ugliest design you'll ever see. And as we say, it doesn't matter if they're in the defense end, what car design they have. All that matters is the ball doesn't go in, and they escape this time. But TUD still have pressure. Danny Boy tries to get under Waffle, who reads that touch. Python round one, Jamingo's there to capitalize on that play, and off to Nuss, who just bangs down the other way. He's back on the wall. This man is teleporting. He's that fast. And Danny Boy 50s it back into his own corner. Jamingo gets the touch off the backboard. Not exactly where you'd want it, but Waffle kind of fakes it. There's a bit of awkwardness from Trinity, and that ball's being lobbed up by Nuss, who can't get the follow-up, and Danny Boy is there to dunk it and put TUD 1-0 up in game one of the series.
We did indeed. That was a bit awkward there from Trinity, but ED is always going to be able to capitalize on that, be it whichever team. But here, Nuss with a great kickoff and a great 50 immediately after. Just caught with low boost after those two plays. Isn't able to cause any solid challenges to happen. But here off the wall, gets a first touch. Boost down for the quick recovery. Python over to the side with a quick pass, but Waffy with a great fast aerial there to stop it. Moody up, tries to pass it back. Nuss with interception. Danny Boy drops it down again. Python trying to go for the shot. Nuss, another save off the goal line. Moody keeping the pressure on here. Drops back down. Nuss once again clearing it out. Jamingo now tries to get it over. Bit of an awkward touch though, as caught with low boost. Here's Python. Nuss blocking it once again. Danny Boy clears it out. Nuss gets a demo. Python trying to get the redirect, but just off target. Waffy off the backboard, clears it out, and also gets a nice little dunk there on Python. It's there sitting in the middle, but Moody does manage to get it clear. And Danny Boy with the second touch to put it back over onto the other side.
Yeah, it's one goal game. It's been a little bit of a slower one, and especially from Trinity, they only have one shot so far. They've been struggling to get that offensive possession and going. And you know, you ask a lot of people who know a lot about the Irish collegiate scene, and they tell you probably on paper this Trinity team is the third best team. But one issue they've had so far is their nerves. You know, can they calm it a bit down? And you know, they've struggled to do it so far. They struggled to do it last week as well, but you know, they atoned for that in the lower bracket. They're trying to push further than they did last time. They were a bit upset where they went out last time. We were around 5th, 6th, and this TUDB team, they're trying to get back to where they originally were. And that's a great centre from Danny Boy to Python. 2 goals up, 35 seconds left. This TUD roster are very, very close to starting off on the front foot.
They are indeed, like you said, just over 30 seconds left and taking a nice lead. Now, if they win this, giving them an early lead in the series, and considering, like you said, about Trinity's nerves, it could be enough just off of that to just win the mental game instead. But you never know with Trinity. They know what they're doing quite well. It's just once they break past the nerves, we know they've got the mechanics as well as the chemistry to break through a lot of games. But with 10 seconds left, chances of scoring 2 goals. I mean, I say that, but to be fair, TUD did do that in the last series. But now with 1 second left, TUD does manage to win the first game, giving them a 1-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, I spoke about TCD there, and I want to just highlight this TUD team. They're the second team. They're not the best team from this TUD university, so therefore it's kind of easy to write them off. But this is an incredibly good trio. I actually want to highlight Python. I was talking to him after last week, and he was very upset. He felt like he was getting the short end of the stick with the commentary, and I want to highlight how good he was. He originally played, and I think he got replaced by Sam, and he's joined the second team. And yeah, again, like this team got top 3 last time. They're in a position where they're fighting to get back to where they were. Trinity have already overperformed in comparison to what they've done last. So, we talk about Trinity as this great roster and very good on paper, but this TUD team it's no slouch. You know what I mean?
Definitely not at all anything to be scoffed at. I'd say it just needs a little bit, and they'll definitely be able to push their way in. I mean, they're already in the big leagues. To be fair, they've managed to beat the A team from TUD, so they've already put their names out there. Now Trinity just needs to get the nerves out. And here's Nuss going for a beautiful air dribble, but does get bumped just at the last second and sending it up onto the crossbar. Waffy gets a nice 50 over to the side. Python with some nice speed though, stopping it from happening, as well as rooting that touch from Nuss. It is over in the corner now, which Mingo's got a bit awkward and gets sent over to the other side. Waffy, once again a bit awkward. Moody sends it mid. Nuss, the nice little touch up to the ceiling, and then another one after. Moody with a great shot there. Waffy caught a bit awkward, but does manage to get the save. Now they're waiting, not sure who's supposed to go here now. It gets sent over to Python waiting. Gets a second touch, going for a double. Here's Moody, drops it down where Waffy is waiting and clears it once again. And Danny Boy does get a touch in the air though to slow it down just a bit.
Yeah, Trinity have struggled to. They've got more shots than I think they got last game, but they've struggled to do much so far. And TUD have just looked so good. Python catches Trinity slow in the back. It's just a great 50 from Danny Boy. Jamingo turns so slowly and no one's there. His third. Python slots it in, and that's a great start from TUD. 1 minute and 23 seconds in, and they've established another lead. Good 50 off the kickoff from Moody. Danny Boy gets the clear down the other way. Nuss goes to tap it down to Jamingo here. Actually, no, he's not. He's going to tap it down to Danny Boy. That's one of the decisions to make, and poor touch from Jamingo, and he can't get a second. Nuss back to Danny Boy across to Python, who plays for the backboard pass. Waffle needs to read it. He doesn't. Moody doesn't really do much with the ball. Jamingo can try and get something going the other way. Gets it around 2, but Python should be there. Around Nuss. What can he do with it? Gets a reset. Just kidding. He decides to miss that one, and tactfully, of course. And Danny Boy cross to Python. Can't get it sent there. Nuss gets the intercept. Trinity trying to start there, get their first goal. Waffle puts a goal over, but Danny Boy's there. Jamingo trying to recycle possession, but Python gets it out again, and TCD just struggling on that offensive end.
They really are. Just TD is doing a great job of keeping the ball away from their own net, but every time that Trinity does get a chance, they're just not able to capitalize on any mistakes. But to be fair, TD really aren't making that many mistakes. So that is one reason that it makes it hard. But here we got Moody trying to push in. Waffle taking the ball, taking it for Nuss, gets sent over to the side. Jamingo versus Moody. Jamingo does win the 50, sending it over. Now Danny Boy does have boost. Waffle getting a nice touch, sending it mid, as well as a nice few little chain dashes. 50 with Nuss, sends it mid once again. Now Python on the wall, bit low on boost, gets it across 1. Jamingo gets a nice intercept. Here's Danny Boy going for a double, but Nuss gets a backboard interception. Moody taking their shot now. Drops it down mid to Python. Just slightly off. And now Danny Boy sends it over. Waffle reads the touch. Moody sends it back over once again. Just TUD stopping Trinity from having any chance by just sending it right back over every time.
Yeah, this TUD roster, they've established such good pressure, all three of them. They're a very well balanced roster, all three of them relatively similar skill levels, and yeah, I mean, they all, even as well as that, they all have very different attributes that make them good. Python's a bit more mechanical, while Moody's got that kind of, he's 903 in Rocket League years. He's been around since the very start of the game, and that's a close lob from Danny Boy off the Python. Moody tries to tap it out right. Jamingo will collect it. What can he do with it? Not much. Struggles from TCD. Waffle with a terrible touch, and Danny Boy tries to capitalize on it. Gets the pinch, but Jamingo gets possession. He has about 50 boosts right now, so he's trying to get anything going. Python, brilliant intercept in the midfield. That's around Waffle. Nuss lobs it to the backboard. Jamingo goes for the bump, but Moody reads that. Nuss hits it off the backboard. Python gets the clear. Waffle will be there again. He'll tap it around. Decides to land on the sidewall. Off to Nuss. Across to Python. Jamingo. Good interception again. Can Trinity get their first of the series? They're struggling to get going, but this is their last chance before going 2-0 down. That's a good shot. And Danny Boy reads the dunk, reads the touch from Waffle, gets the dunk, and that should secure game 2 for TUD.
Giving them a 2-0 lead in this series. I mean, 2 more is all they need after that to put them against number 1 seed SETU. But of course, that's 2 more full games. That's at minimum 10 minutes for Trinity to warm back up, I'd say. There we go. They've got their 1 goal, not leaving without at least putting the bit of a pressure on right there. Catching TUD a bit awkward. Danny Boy off the crossbar, and then the rest just spread around there. But this game does, unless there's a great kickoff goal here, I won't say it just yet, Erica. I'd say this one does go to TUD, giving them the 2-0 lead in this best of 7 series.
I'm not a big believer in momentum. If you're Trinity right now, at least you can say you're not facing the perfect sweep. There's a slight issue, though, that you are still facing a sweep. They're 2-0 down. They can't really afford to lose this next one, or else they have to face the dreaded reverse sweep quadruple match point. Something that's, as far as I know, has never been done in the IECS. Though I might have to be fact-checked on that one. And TUD looking to get back to where they got to last time. I believe, most importantly for them, I believe the 3rd spot gets a bit of a monetary reward, and they get that opportunity to go and play at LAN against their TUD apes brethren.
They do indeed, but this is gonna be intense. I'm waiting for Trinity to be able to put the pressure on a bit more, because they definitely have the ability, and I'm just waiting to see it happen, because these games have seemed a bit slow, but even that last goal right there for Trinity, that was well played, just to catching them awkwardly. But here we go, 5 minutes on the clock. Jamingo, 60 boost. Gets a nice 50, gets the dunk on them. Python reads the ball though. Nuss going for a double. Drops it down. Python does get the first touch though, keeping the ball close once again. Nuss with a great 50 though. Sending it over. Danny Boy keeping the ball close. Bring it across. Here's Moody going for a 50. Nuss sends it into the corner. Caught with 0 boost though, has to pull out. Jamingo. Moody sends it up. Danny Boy waiting. Taking their time. Great shot just off the crossbar from that angle. Even putting that on target is very impressive. Here's Nuss just catching themselves a bit low boost. But he does get sent mid to Waffle. Python sends it down. Nuss stand near the ball. Off the side, going for 50, but Danny Boy is able to clear it out. Waffle down to Jamingo, who does send it to the crossbar. Waffle sending it straight up, but Python does read that, goes for it first. Nuss beats him to the ball though. Sends it over to the TUD side. Python helping them go back on the attack. Over a minute into this game, and still no goals have been scored.
Yeah, Trinity, they were very close to conceding earlier on, but look, they've actually been confident offensively, which is something we can't really say about the last 2 games. And yeah, defensively, there's still that awkwardness that they've kind of culminated since really their creation as a team. And as we're talking about it, yeah, it's just a poor rotations here. Nuss cuts, and it leaves Jamingo awkwardly pushing on the side wall, and Waffle is getting bumped to the back post. It's Python's out of slot, and this TUD team have just torn apart Trinity structurally. I mean, this team has spoken a lot about what type of structure they want to implement, you know, playing that deep third man, forcing for Nuss, and they've just struggled to get anything going, especially on defense. Waffle fakes it across his goal line. No one was there to pressure it over. Danny Boy's going to play for the bang. Nuss tries to read it off the side wall, and it's over Jamingo, who fakes it for Waffle. Across to Nuss, he plays it back down to Waffle. Waffle tries to go for the shot. Off the backboard, Moody doesn't get the read, and Jamingo is there! What a 3-man passing play from Trinity, and their offense is just so much more clean in this game 3 than it has been in the previous 2.
It really has, and nice finish there from Jamingo. Just the slight angling of the car just to finish it off. But tying it up, 3 minutes on the clock. Nuss with a great interception there, stopping Moody in the tracks, but does not get knocked down to Danny Boy. Here, it's off the sidewall. Danny Boy does knock it over. Nuss with the clear over to the side. Moody tries to send it mid, but nobody's there. Jamingo grabs boost, has ball off the wall. Danny Boy does get a great interception there, though. Python trying to beat Waffle, but Waffle does get the first touch. Moody lets it float in front of the net. Waffle goes for a clear. Danny Boy stopping the ball from leaving. Once again, TUD just stopping the Trinity team from even getting a chance by keeping the ball over on Trinity's side of the net, of the field, pardon me.
Yeah, TUD have, you know, we're talking about Trinity playing bad, but TUD have also came out incredibly strong. I think Python especially has had a great performance. And that's, okay, cast or curse by me there. It's a great pass from Jamingo, and yeah, Danny Boy's just left a little bit awkward as third man, or as second man, and he gets just a poor touch around Python. Moody can't get back in time. It's a great slot from Waffle Warrior, and yeah, they've taken the lead for the first time in this series.
They have indeed. I mean, 2 minutes on the clock. Now TUD on the backboard, backburner, I'm not actually sure how that's how it goes, but here's Nuss trying to give them a third goal. Going for the double, but nobody's there to finish it off. The slight miss. Here's Jamingo going for a shot, but Moody does get an interception. Python taking the ball, a bit too strong of a touch though. Nuss over to Waffle. Sends it back mid. Jamingo with the shot just slightly off, but they do manage to keep possession due to an accidental team bump. Great fake right there, keeping the ball close, knowing they have low boost and still able to keep the ball. Great, fantastic. I'm not sure if that was a fake from Waffle there. That was a great play. Just Nuss able to get that shot. I'm not sure if that actually was on purpose, but it faked me for sure.
Yeah, TUD looking a little bit awkward. Python gets a good touch, but no follow-up, and no one's able to get the save. TUD went from, you know, 2-0 up in the series, winning 2-0 and 2-1, and now they're actually facing a bit of a deficit here. Trinity look more alive than they've looked before, you know, when the tough... I don't even know what I'm trying to say at the moment, but Moody gets a good clear, and Jamingo reads it on the left. Hits it into the corner, can't get the 50. Nuss brings it around 1, goes for the centre. Good 50 from Nuss. Waffle gets it back centre. Jamingo. Bit slow to get to, and he jumps very awkwardly, but somehow works out, and Moody keeps it out and keeps it a 2-goal game, 40.
They do indeed. 40 seconds on the clock. TUD does need to score 2 goals in that time to at least bring to overtime, but Trinity does seem to have figured it all out there, making it a 4-1 as well. 30 seconds left. I'd say they've definitely woken up a bit. I believe it was Moody at the end of the last game. Took a bit longer to ready up there. Maybe they had a bit of a discussion, bit of a either a strategic discussion or just a mental discussion. Just whatever it was, it worked out fantastically with Trinity just really locking in at this game. Nuss going for another one. Bump for Moody though, 20 seconds in. 20 seconds left, pardon me. Waffle going for it. Python tries to go for the clear. Moody gets it as well.
Yeah, Trinity finally take a game in the series. TUD struggling. Yeah, I mean, it's finally here for Trinity. And is that an own goal for Moody? No, it isn't. And 40, I want to ask, if you're Trinity right now, do you think they can sustain that level of offense, or do you think TUD will restabilize?
I'd say that was enough of a confidence boost to definitely push yourself forward. I mean, 4-1 is a solid lead in the game, especially with the last goal happening with 30 seconds left. You've gotta just lock in with that brain and just realize, we're able to beat this team. We can do this. It's only a few more games that we need to do this. Just same as before. Just they did really well on managing to stick together on attack, just enough that they're able to catch them out, but not so much that they're caught with overcommits.
Yeah, and just to give a bit of information, we are facing a little bit of a break. Python's having to restart his game, and TUD took a bit of a break from in between the last two games. And if you know anything about TUD, it's not exactly coaching going on in that break. But yeah, we're waiting for see what TUD can come up with. And no matter what you say about these rosters, Trinity do have at least when it comes to the ranking system, the advantage. And there's a question here is, when you're the lower ranked team, should you take more or less risks? Structurally speaking, TUD have been the better team, but yeah, there's this question of how much risk should you incur, and they're playing a little bit more safe, playing a little bit more passive, but that gives more space and possession for Trinity, who you saw a few times in that game. I think in one of Nuss's goal, I think it was the third goal for Trinity that game, where they basically have all three of their players in the offensive third in the same quadrant, and it creates this very extreme pressure structure for this Trinity roster that keeps TUD a little bit more awkward. And yeah, they need to get back to what those game 1 and 2 performances were like. And as we see this, a kickoff comes out in game 4. I want to see something interesting, but sadly I'm disappointed, like I always am in these kickoffs. Always the standard stuff, and Moody gets the read on the backboard, gets the clear down the other way. A little bit of an own goal. Wait, okay, I don't even know what I'm looking at, to be honest, 40.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. He stayed a bit of a mess there now for a few seconds even after that touch, but no goals were scored from it. Here's a chance for Trinity, though. Fantastic play. Great pass from Nuss, and what a shot from Waffle right there. From that distance, getting that, it was a bit awkward, even a bit close to the ball, but chose to jump a bit early to stop the momentum from picking up, and just locking that one in at a perfect 100 kilometers per hour as well, which is great for my OCD. And that was just under 30 seconds into the game, with Trinity taking the lead.
Yeah, Trinity they've started off this fourth game a little bit stronger. There is still questions about that defense, but Nuss had a very good assist there, a 0 boost, managed to get it center. And yeah, Trinity keeping the pressure on. They've committed as a trio, however, and this does leave an opening. A bit of a double commit awkwardness from Nuss and Waffle. Nuss pinches it down to Moody, but Waffle reads that, gets the pre-jump. A little bit more confidence showing from this Trinity roster. Nuss with a hard clear, but plays it center, and Python can control it. Can't get much going with it, but yeah, buys his team a bit more time to gather boost. Does the same for Trinity, however. Jamingo gets the clear down the pitch. Can't get the center. Python, around one. Waffle, off the sidewall. Nuss and Waffle both go for the 50, and you still lose out. Moody does a good job there, and Danny Boy fakes around one, goes for the dish, but I don't know if that was the play there. I think the pass was the wiser move, and it allows Trinity a counter attack here. Moody with a 50 around one, but Nuss gets the beat out. Danny Boy, good fake under Nuss, leaves Nuss overcommitted, and it's a good pass from him. Python with a shot off the crossbar, but yeah, that's unfortunate from TUD. They still maintain pressure, and Moody can recycle this play and get it in, and TUD equalize in game 4.
That was a fantastic play, and just lucky just off the crossbar, but thankfully Moody was able to finish that one off. Well played by TUD there. Now with 1-1, over half the game left. We'll see how it goes with Nuss getting bumped off the bat by Moody, who also manages to grab the boost. Here's Python getting a nice hit up. They're caught with low boost. Nuss going for it though. Bit of a strong touch. It's now in a bit of a dead man's land, but here's Jamingo. Does get bumped immediately, not letting him even go for a play. Waffle sending it on the backboard. Jamingo back down just over to the side. Waffle going for a pinch, but caught a bit awkwardly there. There's Nuss. No boost, but still manages to at least attempt to put it back in. Waffle going for a reset, but a quick challenge there will stop that one from happening. Nuss over. Goes for a dunk as well. Well played from Nuss. Getting it over one and then dunk on another. Just fantastic play.
Yeah, great first touch over Danny Boy, and just Python can't do much with it. Or sorry, Moody can't do much with it, and yeah, he just bangs it right into Nuss's car. And it's a good play from Trinity. Retake the lead. Waffle gets the ball center. Moody. Touchdown to no one, and that leaves Python awkward. That's not a good touch for Moody. He bangs it into the ceiling. He's done a poor job there. And Nuss slots it in, takes the 2-goal lead. Not much you can do there if you're Python, Danny Boy.
I would say not, no. That's, like you said, 2-goal lead, and now we are past halfway. Kickoff does get sent over to Waffle. Just a bit awkward off the wall. Just wasn't facing upward with the jump, so going horizontal, and you can't use all your boost to just go up. You need to keep some of it for in the air. Here's Jamingo going for a musty. Trying to get it mid as well, but is blocked. Waffle over to the side. Python interception, but caught with 0 boost, floating in the air. Moody over to the side with Danny Boy, but Jamingo reads it. Moody a bit awkward, still managing to keep possession, keeping it close, as well as winning the 50 there, but Nuss is able to finish that one and just keep it off. Here's Python with an early shot. I'm not actually sure if that was Python. That was Python. Great shot across the field. Just caught them a bit awkward and is able to score that one. Yeah, Jamingo just a bit too close to the play there, or wasn't able to react fast enough, but only a 1-goal lead now. A minute and a half left on the clock.
Yeah, it's a great 15 shot from Python, but Jamingo, whether he knows it or not, is third man there and cheats up too close. Sadly for him, Waffle Warrior was colonizing the opponent's back boost and was just too far removed from the play. Danny Boy hits it off his own backboard. Jamingo gets the beat. Can he get the second? No, good from Python there to keep it clear. And Waffle recycles possession, gets the center again. Nuss, his dunk goes wide. Can't get much going with it. Back to Jamingo. Hits it off the backboard. Sorry, Moody managed to get the good touch there and can't get much more on it. Python. Tactical fake. Works out in his favour. Jamingo puts it left, but Nuss recycles possession again. Moody tries to fake out Waffle, but he reads it quite well, and Trinity still have possession. They're trying to get something going again. Good challenge from Python. Can he get a second here? Nuss around him once. Around Moody and Jamingo. Good demo on the back line. That goal is open, and Nuss has secured Trinity a 2-goal lead.
They have indeed. 36 seconds left. Like we said, Trinity just needed to get that confidence boost a bit, and they were definitely locking in a bit more. I mean, 2 goals in 36 seconds definitely is a possibility, especially with the kickoff coming up, because you never know how it goes. But it does seem that that Trinity won that kickoff. We'll be going for a shot there. Going for the clear with Python. Pinch. I'm not sure if that was actually a pinch right there, but that definitely was a goal in 13 seconds. So they just need to do that one more time, and they've tied it up right there. It was not a pinch, but a great passing play, and also satisfying speed, 111 kilometers per hour once again.
Yeah, that is nice to see, and a great play from TUD, managing to get that teamwork going again. Moody gets the beat out on Nuss, doesn't have the boost really to do much with it, and Jamingo's there to really reclaim possession. Nuss off the backboard, hits it into his back corner. Waffle Warrior, slow to the ball. Nuss with a good clear. Moody, back over to Nuss, 3 seconds left, and the ball is in TUD's half. There's not much they can do it, and Waffle fakes it. Gets a good 50. Moody has to try and do something here, and that pinches across net, and it will be down. Trinity have brought it back from 2-0 to 2-2.
Have indeed now. Next person to win 2 games. Next team to win 2 games is going to win this series and put themselves up against SETU, which will of course be a fantastic game. But seems to be starting soon right now. I mean, I gotta say that was a great game from both sides. I mean, they did it. Everything was so well done. Sure, there were a few mistakes, but you get mistakes in Pro League even sometimes. But well played from both sides. And now with Game 5 starting and the series tied up, all the stakes are quite high right now. Only thing that could be higher is a Game 7. But here's Nuss going for a nice touch there to try to put it on target. Waffle going for a mid touch with that double. Gets sent up. Python going for it. Danny Boy maybe going for a bump, but doesn't need to. Python gets a fantastic flick right there, as close to the left side as possible. Just beautifully done right there. Jamingo just can't do anything at that point, especially caught in the middle of the net facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, it's a great control from Python. Danny Boy goes rushing forward. Trinity, again, a bit awkward defensively. They've struggled with their defensive positioning so far, and that's a triple commit. Triple the fun, however, doesn't go in their way, and that leads to a counter-attack. Waffle turns around, keeps it, does the good cut, keeps it going in the TUD half, gets it back center. Nuss puts it back on net, and that is a goal in the series. And yeah, if I'm TUD, I want to move past that.
Definitely. So it's an interesting touch from Nuss there, and then just caught awkwardly. I've never seen the ball hit upside down with the side of your car, but you know what? It seemed to have worked this time. But another kickoff there now. Python knocks it mid down. Danny Boy going for the shot, but Waffle does get a block. Here's Nuss trying to push through. Moody with a risky play there, but is able to let it work out. Here's Jamingo staying near the ball, grabbing all the boosts. Takes it up in the air. Tries to get a 50 on Moody. Waffle going for a demo there, which almost actually worked out. Sending it up, hoping a teammate will win that. Python does get to it first, but is still gonna lose the 50-50 there. Danny Boy sends it over. Moody gets the touch first over Waffle. Python sends it mid. Danny Boy wants to get into the corner. Waffle does get the first touch, trying to go for it, but Moody does get the second one. Nuss drops it mid. Nobody is there to finish it off, and Danny Boy does get it clear. Waffle taking it off the backboard. Once again, keeping it close, getting it over Moody. Down to Nuss. Drops down. Jamingo just needs to score, but isn't able to win that speed challenge right there. And Python is taking the ball off the side once again.
Yeah, TUD have been put against the ringer defensively. They've kept their structure well, however, and it's allowed them to survive so far. One poor play does not define a series, however, it can be an important swing of the pendulum. Moody touches it around Danny Boy. Bit of a double commit, but no one's there to capitalize from Trinity. That's a poor touch, however. Gives it to Waffle. He gets the reset. Fakes the double. Jamingo can't get on target. Python should be first there. Around Nuss. Bit of a heavy commit as third man, but Waffle's back. Moody hits it up. Jamingo. Poor touch from him. Danny Boy gets the interception. Nuss reads it. Good demo coming out from Python on Jamingo. Allows TUD to recycle possession. A good shot from Python. However, Nuss and Jamingo are both back. Double commit. Bit of awkwardness from Trinity. Get away with it this time, and a good demo from Jamingo. What can they get going here? That's a great dive from Danny Boy. A great dunk. Jamingo misses out. Python gets the lead for TUD.
Well done right there. Fantastic. I'm not sure if I would have gone for that as Danny Boy did, but God, just the waterfalls down can be so hard to read when you're caught on defense awkwardly and not expecting that. But another potential kickoff goal. No, Waffle is able to clear that one off, but Moody is able to keep pressure on. Waffle does get another clear, goes all the way over. Nuss trying to get the ball here, is able to, tries to fake it, does, gets it through, and TCD does manage to tie it up with just 1:45 left on the clock.
Yeah, Nuss is 0 there, and they expect him to kind of trying to cut across and get the shot. Both Moody and Python play for that touch, and it allows Nuss an opening. They have an awkward 50 attempt, and yeah, gets it across to Waffle, and no one's there for the interception. It's a bit of a mistake coming out from the TUD, where Trinity have had that good ability on the fast break to get the counter attacks going, and Jamingo tries to get something going here. Danny Boy gets the interception. A demo in the midfield for Moody leaves Trinity open, but a good cut gets them back on offense. Jamingo fakes under one. He hits the post, and he gets the second. Trinity take the lead.
Okay, yeah, that was a God, the reset into the wave dash to get it past, and then just I'm not actually sure if those are considered doubles. I consider them doubles, but that's probably for my own ego to say that I can hit a double. But that was well played. Jamingo just making it past the whole team right there, giving them the lead. I mean, just 1 minute left. We'll see if TUD are able to make the comeback here now. With who's going up? It's Danny Boy. Great shot on target, but double commit from Trinity side. Moody drops it down. Jamingo going for it. Sends it over to the side. Stealing the boost as well as like quite a decent recovery considering they were caught up backwards on the wall. Still managing to do it quite quickly. Waffle going in. Nuss getting the interception, saving their boost, but is beaten then by Moody. He's reading the ball off the side. Waffle does read the rebound though. Jamingo sends it into the corner, going for the double, but is blocked by Danny Boy. Just under 30 seconds left on the clock. Will TUD be able to make this comeback?
20 seconds in a bang down field. He gets the misread from Jamingo, and Python's there for the shot, but Waffle manages to get the save. A poor touch from Jamingo, gets it back to Moody, and Waffle's awkward. Good touch from Nuss, but Waffle is Jamingo. Moody hits it off to the sidewall. Danny Boy has the free reins for that ball. Across to Python. Fakes it off the gutter. It's still up, it's still live. Moody, back to Danny Boy, that's on. And a pinch away, there's no way anyone gets to that. And TCD have TUD on match point.
They're doing the fantastic game once again. I will say, at some point, I'm not 100% sure actually who it was exactly, but you mentioned that they faked it after going up in the air. And you know more about the RLCS Pro League than me, but I believe it was Moist Esports in their first year that really popularized that. Bring it up in the air, pretend that you're going for a reset or an air dribble, fake it, and have your teammate go up instead, just to trick them. And I gotta say, that's one of the hardest plays to read. Just an in-air fake can be devastating if done right.
Yeah, it can indeed, especially at these kind of higher ranks where you can threaten the double and the reset. It's almost impossible to play for, and yeah, it's unlucky from TUD. It's great creativity though, and you know, they were 2-0 up and they're 3-2 down, but this team hasn't been playing bad. They still have this potential, and yeah, it's a go. Okay, I'm incredibly laggy right now, so I don't know what happened here. 40, walk me through it.
God, what a fantastic shot there from Python. Just it's not as easy to see from that angle, but from the first person, just the slight correction that was made right before touching the ball to make sure that it doesn't hit the crossbar showed such precise car control that I gasped that I let out there with just pure. That was so impressive to me to see that from Python. That was so good, and it done before 30 seconds in. That's a nice early lead there now for TUD, and we'll see now Trinity is if they're able to make the comeback here now, as they are winning the series. So they just need to. Are they winning 3-2 now? Actually, they are, aren't they? So this is match point. Series point for me.
Trinity are 1 game off that lower finals and 2 games off LAN. They have always struggled in those deciding games, those game 5s and 7s, and if I'm them, I'm not wanting to go there again, not wanting to risk my luck. Moody with a fake, he leaves him in a 1v1 0 boost, however, can't get it around to Danny Boy, who's cheating left. Jamingo off the side, well, Nuss has gone up for the demo, Jamingo over Python. Danny Boy is there. Waffle will have possession here. Pretty much free reign. Across to Nuss. Nuss with the shot. Moody. Pre-jump saves. That's very good defense from Moody, and that's a pop-up from Nuss. Python can control it. A good reset there. Allows him to get it around 1, but Waffle is there and reads it. He tries to fake it, but Moody reads it like a book, and he has no teammate there to take it off him. A good dive from Danny Boy. Waffle is there to take it from him. Back down to Moody. What can he do with it? He bangs it forward. I don't know if that's the play, because he's giving it to Jamingo, who's got it off the backboard. Nuss is up. He can't get the read, but Jamingo is there anyway. 1-1 in game 6.
Yep. that was, I'd say that's once again, like, sure, I'm not sure how on purpose it was, but just the in-air fakes. Just like right there, they probably were looking at Nuss, expecting that one, expecting Nuss to hit it, and then just once Nuss missed and Jamingo immediately going in for that second touch. It's so hard to read, especially like he said, the high levels. You know, people have so many options in the air that you never know what's gonna happen, and just those last second chances just are impossible. Python just making it across the whole team there, giving them the 2-1 lead, just over Waffle there, taking their time, and then just over Jamingo, and then over Nuss as well. Fantastic, well done by Python. Just not sure about the play on Trinity's side there.
You know, I was speaking to Python after last week's series against UCE, and I told him I'd be nicer to him. I don't even need to tell him that, because he's just been playing an absolute worldie of a series. Nuss gets the beat out on Danny Boy. Moody reads the post bounce. Waffle gets beat out. Nuss back to Waffle. Waffle tries to get it center. Back to Jamingo. He gets a bump along the way. Moody gets the beat out, and Python brings it forward. Waffle can't get the bump on Python, and Python get the 50. Jamingo puts it into his corner, tries to get safety, gets it around 1. Nuss with the beat out, and there's no third man there for TUD. Can Nuss get it center in time? A good pinch, but Python is there. Trinity getting counter-attacked now. Waffle plays it riskily, but it works out in his favour. Jamingo beats it around the third, and this TUD roster caught off again. Moody misses out, and that's on the goal line. And they just can't get it off. Waffle 2-2 in game 6.
They have indeed. That was oh god, those are always so stressful. Just the ball bouncing on the goal line. Just good on Waffle for just pushing in there and just guaranteeing it, tying it up. Because they do need that. They need to tie it up, because it's a close series. Here's Waffle going in, getting the reset over 2 of them, as well as Nuss getting a demo. I thought that was Waffle getting the demo somehow, and at that speed I would have been a bit confused. Here's nothing did manage to come from it. Here's Waffle just getting a great powerful shot, hitting it off the ceiling, and it goes right in. Oh, it's a pinch. That explains the speed.
Yeah, some may say that's lucky. Fortune is made by good decision making, and that's a great challenge from Waffle, and it turns out very nice for him. But yeah, that was his, I don't know if that was his plan, but that was the benefit he was going for. He wanted to start the attack there, and it was a good first man challenge, and Trinity have got the lead, I believe, for the first time this game, and that's down the other way. It's off the crossbar, and Nuss just very well there to get that bang down the pitch. Python back center to Danny Boy, the 1-2 that's hovering in front of the Trinity goal line. Moody just decides to wait, see if Waffle fakes, calls his miss, and Waffle responds in kind by getting the good touch on it, and that's a back center. It's a bit of a 2v1 right now. Python can't get much on it. He's a bit awkward, and TUD, they're facing elimination. Waffle on his goal line. Bit awkward here, and 50 seconds left. What can TUD do?
You know, they do need to get out of defense, for sure. They need to push an attack here with only 40 seconds left. That's 1, maybe 2 attempts. And they'll need to capitalize on it. And that was a miscommunication right there. That may end up being a goal. An own goal? No, we're good. We're good. Python is able to manage to clear it out. Waffle getting it clear over to the side. Here's Nuss sending it across. Moody accidentally sends it to Jamingo, who pulls away for boost, leaving someone else to go for it. Nuss almost getting a pass up to Waffle there. Python in the air. Jamingo caught with low boost, decides to return. Nuss sends it up. 5 seconds on the clock. Will anything happen? An extra goal for Trinity and an insta leave right there, just a nail in the coffin that will give Trinity the win for this series and putting them up against SETU in our next series tonight.
Yeah, Jamingo gets the dagger, he calls game, he calls series, and he puts Trinity in a top 3 position. GG's from both sides before the game's even over, and Python, he insta-left. TUD, you know, a top 3 in winter, a top 4 in spring. All things considered, they can hold their heads high. They fought well today, and they were just a few marks off.
100%, I agree. They did so well, especially in those first few games. The first 2 games, they did fantastically keeping the pressure on. It's just some switch was flipped on Trinity's side there that just did not want to let them win, let them lose. Pardon me. And they managed to do it, giving us the next series of Trinity versus SETU, and Trinity was the team that did manage to beat SETU before, so this one has some interesting potential.
That it does indeed. SETU looked poor earlier, and Trinity have already done it to them once. Will SETU manage to regain their composure and just take it down, get back to land where they feel like they belong? Or can Trinity, can they play the bogeyman or the boogeyman, and can they get their spot at LAN? See you after the break.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the final series of tonight. The finals for the lower bracket. We have SETU versus the Trinity Ducks. This is going to be an interesting game as SETU is the #1 seed, but Ducks have taken games off of them before. So we'll see if they're able to push back and do it again, or if SETU will get just completely locked in and prove themselves. And with 5 seconds in, we can see Shallow keeping the ball great close off the bat. Tomster going off the wall, but Jamingo getting a nice quick challenge, not letting anything happen. Same as Waffle there, not letting Panda do anything, going in, clearing it out, and giving his team some time to breathe. Now Panda off the back, but caught with 0 boost, not able to finish anything off, grabbing some pads for some, just to top up the tank, but get great challenge there, stops it from happening. Shallow, an interesting flip there, but it does manage to work. It goes mid, but Nuss is quick and does manage to go through. Waffle sends it mid. A bit of a misplay there with Nuss going for it, and Jamingo had the shot, but it's only 50 seconds in, but I'd say Trinity has to take every chance they can, and a misplay like that, just from, I'd say, just a bit of a lack of communication, might ruin it for them.
Yeah, misplay indeed. Nuss took it himself. To be honest, even Waffle arguably shouldn't have went for it, should have just played for the touch, but yeah, it's poor from Trinity. It's a bit of a misplay, a bit of a mistake, and they've been known to choke a few times. Both these teams in lands they've never ventured to before. SETU, the lower bracket, Trinity, a game off of land, a series off of land, I should say, sorry. And that's a good demo and a good bump from Tomster, and it allows Panda and in 1-0 SETU. 1 minute and 30 seconds in.
Definitely. We saw, if I'm remembering correctly, we saw in the first series that SETU is not afraid to do bumps and demos. So Trinity is going to have to learn that quite quickly and make sure they're keeping an eye out for that whenever they're caught in the net, and just never to stand still and make sure you've got your car volume up at max, because that's the only way you're going to be able to dodge all those. But here's Tomster going up. Waffle with a nice clear. Panda reads it, sends it back down mid, but Nuss has the ball now. Going up in the air. Going for the reset, doesn't get it. Nice fake though. Yeah, double fake also works. Panda going for the fake. Hits Shallow as well. Almost there. Gets sent out into the corner though. Tomster jumps a bit early. Isn't able to finish it off. Jamingo gets it over. Going for the pinch as well, but Shallow does manage to read that and get the save. Taking their time off the wall. Nuss does manage to counter that though with just enough patience and let Shallow lose the ball right there. But here he's gone again. Going for it again. Another pinch attempt from both sides now, just proving that they both have the mechanics, and we'll put the pressure on. And a shot from Tomster is saved there by Jamingo.
Yes, SETU have had it all since that Trinity misplay, and Trinity have really struggled to get anything going. But the one thing SETU just have to make sure not to do is the one thing they have a really big habit of doing, which is getting a lead before just taking their foot off the gas, and then when they get into a close series not being able to cope. It's a mental game really for SETU, where they have the ability 10 times over Trinity, and yeah, SETU, they just need to keep their heads on straight. And as we see this, they're 1 goal up. Panda plays for the 50 center, Shallow with the misread, and it leaves just Tomster alone at the back. He get an easy read here off Jamingo's touch, but can he get there again? A good 50 across from Waffle. Jamingo is there for the read. Tries to fake it under Shallow. He does do that very well. He gets the 50 center. Just can't get much more on it. Good pass from Nuss. Waffle hits it wide. And that's a bit awkward for Trinity. They've left Nuss in a 1v2, and that is an absolute banger of a shot top left from Panda. Great play from SETU to put themselves 2-0 up.
R&D, like Nuss, like we know, is a fantastic player, but I'm not sure if they're able to go and win a 2v1 against SETU. I mean, Trinity is gonna have to remember that, like, this is again, just, do they make the decision, do you play more aggressively or more defensively against a higher level team? Because you play more aggressively, there's a chance for that to happen right there, but you play more defensively, then I mean, yeah, like demos like that, as well as just, you know, you're not going to get any chances for attack. So we'll see what they do. I mean, this is only game 1 out of a potential 7. So we'll see what Trinity does decide to do, because it will make a difference.
Yeah, that decision does need to be implemented, and implemented soon. We've seen Panda get the hat-trick. Once upon a time, this was the most hyped-up man in Ireland when it comes to the Rocket League scene, and he's showing now why he was that hyped-up man. He's an absolute playing, just world-class this game so far. Had a bit of a struggle in the early series, but he's managed to calm the nerves. Good read from Waffle, gets it back to the sidewall. What can he do with it? 50 center, shallow. Good touch from him. Nuss. Gets it into Tomster. Can't get much going. Waffle can't get that on target. That's poor from him. He kind of needed to score that one. Instead, you have a counter-attack. Panda up to shallow. They can't get the communication together. And Jamingo hits it around Tomster. Tomster just well not the own goal there. He goes for a bit of a pre-flip touch into the backwards and fakes around one. Nuss gets the beat out. And he gets one back. 14 seconds. It's a bit of a tough ask to get 2 goals here for Trinity, but a momentum builder, let's put it that way.
Definitely. I mean, even saying that you scored a goal against that, it was something to be proud of. I mean, I stand by that for probably the rest of my life, that I've scored a goal against this team. But you know, giving themselves that 1 goal, you know, they've shown they can score against SETU, and they know from previously that they can beat SETU. They just especially because, like, you can see SETU's already started to just have some interesting, like, random decisions there, but that wasn't interesting. We got, you know, 1 member from each team leave immediately. Might be just getting some quick restarts right there, but like we said, you know, Trinity needs to make a decision on what play style they're gonna do, because you know, it needs to happen fast, because SETU will just lock in every time. The second you make mistakes, they get that little bit of a lead, and then they start messing about.
Yeah, it seemed like we saw a double car change here, and now Panda has decided he's going to join in the changing times. And Trinity, you're talking about play styles here. You know, they've spoken a lot about how they've let Nuss hit third man, had Waffle and Jamingo force for him, and try and, you know, build something off it. They've modelled it a bit off that new GT roster. Nuss playing the Daniel role, and yeah, it's a hard one for Trinity. You know, at the end of the day, they had that first opportunity. If it goes their way, maybe they take the game, but outside of it, not much was going their way. Just it's so hard to get anything going when you're playing this great a trio. They're not getting, you know, the SETI roster, they don't misread the ball that often. You know, they can read everything. They have infinite boost, and they just play incredibly fast and aggressive. It's so hard to cope with that. Yeah, if you're Trinity, it's just so hard to get anything going.
It really is. But we'll see what they're able to do, because, like, even last series, they've proven that they know what they have the abilities. They are good at the game. They're pretty good at the game, and they just need to get the mental fixed here. But, you know, here we go. Start of this game. We've got a start from SETU with a shot, but here's Trinity going for it. Waffle going for an interesting shot there, and it does end up working out a little bit here. They're keeping it over on the side. Bit of a misplay there from SETU, and Nuss gets the first goal for TCD, giving them a 1-0 lead in this match.
Yeah, just complete awkwardness in the back corner. Shallow pinches it across, and Nuss, having a very similar shot to what he had in game 1, actually buries it this time. Tomster's hanging upfield looking for demos, and Trinity, you know, they've started off with the goal this time. Can they hold the lead for any significant amount of time? That's the real question. Maybe they can even add to it. Shallow keeps possession, gets a reset, goes for a second touch, keeps the ball close, 50s it off Jamingo. Nuss tries to get around Panda, but Panda does well there to keep the ball close. Jamingo off the backboard. Shallow, good touch here. Nuss is forced to challenge on 0 boost. He gets it around 2, however. He kind of gets a little bit of a dunk there on Panda. Orange trail, good touch from Jamingo, but Panda does well there defensively. SETU, they're actually struggling here, and that's a second goal for Trinity.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that one either, and that was great, great shot there. I mean, Nuss, I'm not sure if the turnaround was necessary, but Waffle getting a great touch there, beating the SETU member. But I mean, less than a minute in, maybe a third one. 3 goals up from Trinity against the #1 seed SETU in less than a minute. Now that's a solid cushion there, and if they can hold that for 4 minutes, they have a chance to put a game on their side.
SETU, or Trinity, sorry, are on track for 15. Last time SETU conceded this much, all the Roehampton players had over 2.5 octane GG rating, and that's all I'm going to say for and that's a fourth. What is happening? It's an absolute disaster class by SETU. Trinity just fully took their foot off any form of brakes and just decided to send it. Why not, they say, and look at the reward that they're getting. 70 seconds and 4 goals up against the SETU roster.
Seems they've made the decision for the aggressive and not the defensive play, and good on them, because that seems to have worked fantastically. Now we do see there is a bit of time now left, and SETU is on the attack. We'll see if they're able to get anything, but I'm still dumbfounded there. Just Trinity taking such a significant lead so early in the game. But here's SETU just trying to get it in. Shallow going up, dropping it down. Tomster trying to go for it, does get it, and Shallow's there for the redirect. 1-4, 3 minutes and 20 seconds in. We'll see how it goes from here.
Yeah, we're talking about being 4 goals up early being a good sign. The issue is it gives a lot of time for a comeback to mount, and SETU, they can get stuff going here. They've got just under 1 minute and 10 seconds per goal. Nuss, good 50 off the kickoff. Bit of awkwardness from Trinity. Puts them in a poor position for the attack, and that's off the bar from Nuss. The quick shot almost catches SETU out. Tomster gets the beat out on Jamingo, but that's right back to Nuss. Off the ceiling. Second touch, Jamingo gets both the boost and the bump on Tomster, and it leaves SETU a little bit awkward on the defense. Waffle gets the beat over round 1, gets the 50 on the second. Nuss off the side wall. Can he get another touch? He goes for it. He goes for the shot, actually. Panda gets the hard clear. Waffles on low boost, and Jamingo's dived his third man. Trinity in a bit of an awkward position. Shallow misses it, and Panda forced to slow the game down a little bit while SETU retreat a little bit more. Panda's on 0 boost. Tomster's got the beat out. Bit of fear to commit that third man from SETU. Waffle misreads, but it actually works out in his favour. Fakes Panda and gives them an opening to get out of here. Tomster gets the beat out, however, on Nuss, and that's down the other way. Is that one in? He sniped it. Panda gets back in time, and that's down the other way. Is that one in? No, it's not. Boomer ball. Game of ping pong for both these teams.
Yeah, that really was right there. I mean, we'll see. Like, Tomster with a great backflip there to knock it up. Jamingo trying to keep control, and that's making a great decision there to cut in, to not let anything happen. Waffle tries to knock it mid, but caught. Just left the flip a bit too late. Nuss gets bumped. It's floating in front of their net. Tomster over to the side. Going for a bump on Nuss. Nuss is just a brick wall there, though does not move a single inch. Shallow off the wall. Waffle going for the intercept. Isn't able to. Shallow at the reset. Fantastic. Well done right there. Keeping the ball really close the whole time. Getting the reset nice and early and just delaying it well enough that you don't know when it's happening, and that's why you just gotta kind of pop up early going against these high level players, because you gotta force something to happen. Because if you leave them to have all their decisions, or pardon me, all their options, and make their decision late, then they're gonna score on you every time. But they do still have a 2-goal lead against SETU, so especially with just over a minute left, there's definitely a solid chance here for Trinity to take a game. Caster's curse. Caster's curse.
Caster's curse indeed. Jamingo, he has to get a touch here. It's just not the one he wants, and 4-0 to 4-3. It's a game again. The 4-goal comeback is not something you often see yet. SETU are mounting it, and they're mounting it fast. This is a great comeback from them, and yeah, it's hard to imagine this Trinity team took that 4-goal lead so quickly. It only took them 69 seconds, and SETU have 60 seconds to get one back, and it's another own goal off the crossbar again. It's not one you can, look, Waffle has to jump here. Panda's in the middle. If he doesn't get a touch here, Panda's scoring either way. But yeah, I've seen better touches from the man. And 4-0, 4-4. 1 minute left, and Trinity, their lead is vanquished.
It is indeed. God, like we were talking about the mental before. Sorry, I had to go silent there for a second with Panda. That's such a powerful shot. We were talking about the mental before for Trinity, and losing the 4-0 lead, as well as 2 of those goals being own goals. Sure, they're, they were forced to push in there, but own goals are quite heartbreaking. But sure, it is still tied up, so there is still a chance for Trinity to get away with this win. This isn't like last game, and they may need to just go in that full aggression like they did before, but they got to be careful that they don't overcommit.
Well, 40, I apologize here, but I fully disconnected, so good luck here.
Oh, no worries, no worries. It is now potentially an overtime, but SETU's going for another goal. Almost, but a great goal line save from Jamingo. And we are now in overtime, 4-4. Kickoff. Panda with a shot. Jamingo sends it over. Tomster up. Taking it off the sidewall. It's dropped down, and Panda does put it in the back of the net, making it 5-4 and giving SETU another win in this series. Bit heartbreaking there from Trinity, as they did have that 4-goal lead, but it's SETU. There's not really another way to say it. SETU is just such a solid team that you just make those small mistakes, and they will capitalize every time. You can't give them a chance to breathe.
That you can't, SETU. They're just such a well-oiled machine. They are the 3 arguably best players in the IECS, and yeah, it's one of those things where if you're Trinity, what do you even do there? It's so hard not to feel so disheartened. You were 4 up. You were absolutely all over them for the start of that game, and in the blink of an eye, you're 2-0 down. However, we did see last time these two played, it was in the upper bracket, in the semi-final. Trinity went 2-0 down, and they brought it back to 2-2, and I've disconnected again. This is what I like to see.
All good. No worries, no worries. It's we're just 15 seconds in now. SETU going for another shot here. Panda trying to get it under Jamingo, but Jamingo does not fall for it. Trying to get it through. Gets it past Shallow. Tomster with the cut, though. Nuss getting a nice 50, though. It's over on SETU's side. Tomster over to Shallow, going for a great shot there, but is not able to make it. Sent over into the corner. Tomster has boost, has ball. Sends it up in the air. Sends it to Panda. Slight misread, though, from that very close distance there. It's hard to read what your teammate is doing. Here's Waffle, though. Trying to get it. Stealing the boost. Bit of spectator mode right there. Caught a bit awkward. Bit of reversing, as you do. Shallow up. Gets the reset. Off the backboard. Gets sent over to the side. Waffle proving that they are not spectating. Doing a fantastic job there of stopping Shallow from scoring. Nuss sends it mid. Here's Panda. Get a great 50-50 there from Waffle, and not giving them a chance. And Jamingo gets the open net, giving them another lead for TCD.
I joined back at the right time. A Tomster whiff. That's what I've seen a few times this series and the last series prior to. It's Jamingo there to capitalize on it, and this is a great start for Trinity again, but 1 goal up. Can they actually maintain a lead this time? Jamingo goes to the backboard. Can he get the double? He can get it centered. Nuss is there. Nuss has hit the crossbar. I don't know how. He sent that to row 47. It's one of the highest. It's poor from him, but yeah, Trinity, they still have their lead, and they might have just own goals. Okay, no, this is an absolute disaster class. I've lost my faith in Trinity, and maybe it's back again. No, it's not. Tomster makes up for his mistake. 1-1 for SETU. They pulled it back.
Apologies for when I keep interrupting with the random no's. This is just Every time Trinity, they're so close, and then it's just one mistake. When Nuss shot on his own net there, my heart just dropped. My blood turned cold. Trinity, like I am a SETU supporter myself. As somebody, I go to SETU. That is my college. I love this team. They're really good. They know what they're doing, but sure, you always got to go for the underdogs. By heart, and Trinity definitely are the underdogs, and they're playing well. It's just Setu is so good, and they're doing a good job though. I mean, we're just about halfway through this game. It is still tied. And here we go. You know, Waffy going back, grabbing boost. Tomster, nice quick challenge. Nuss waiting for the ball to drop, and does get demoed right there. It's just you wait. You stay still for a second, and Setu is going to demo you every time. Nuss, though, in the air, gets the reset. Quick challenge for Panda, though. Waffle, going back, doesn't get the boost. Does get dunked. Tomster with the demos, and is able to turn around and score that final, or not the final goal, pardon me, score that goal to give Setu their lead there.
Just great coordination again. Tomster gets the demo on the last. Waffle plays with the bang, which he maybe shouldn't have done. Panda reads it very well, gets it center, and Tomster's there for the slot in. It's just so impressive. One of the things that allowed them to be so well offensively and work so well offensively is that they know that even if that ball goes the other way, Shallow's back, and Shallow's such a good defender, and Shallow's up. He can also play offense. He goes for a triple, gets the reset, can't get it on. Passes it back to Tomster. Panda cuts him because why not? Tomster off the sidewall. Nuss reads it. That's on target. That's in! They've pulled one back! Let's go, Trinity. They've actually scored again.
Oh my god. That's... From that distance as well, Shallow almost made it back, which is terrifying considering his initial position when that shot was taken. But like you said, it's tied up. Just under 2 minutes in. Almost got a kickoff goal there, but just caught a bit awkwardly. Tomster just with one of the cleanest flip resets I've seen in my entire life right there. Just one touch up, gets the reset. Perfectly over. That was I would put that in the dictionary as a video on what a flip reset is.
I would as well. I mean, you see a great cheat from, I think, Panda there. Forces Waffle hit the ball off to Tomster. Tomster, oh my god,
no.
What an own goal. That was an absolute banger. The team plays coming out from Trinity and Setu. A nice bit of solidarity. Nuss with a slot, a double tap as well. He got the first touch. What an absolute bowler. He's put his team in a position where they're facing a 3-0 deficit, but who cares? That was an absolute beauty. And yeah, Trinity, they're not in the greatest position so far. Can they get anything going here? Jamingo around one, tries to get it center. He does. Waffle's there. He sends it to row 41. Nuss taps it down to Jamingo. Jamingo gets another goal back. 4-3. Trinity still have life.
I'm sorry. I'm still just I'm laughing so much at that pass goal. Just the chat, just Nuss immediately going like, yeah, we're sick. Just accepting that. I love that level of sportsmanship. You know, it shows that. Just these teams, even though there's the skill level difference, they still respect each other so much, and that's so great to see, especially in a game like Rocket League.
It is indeed. You know, these teams, they have some links. They all know each other quite well. I know Nuss and Tomster played a tournament together, and Waffle and Tomster are also quite good friends. But yeah, Trinity, they've been top dogs in this collegiate scene for quite some time, but you know, that doesn't mean that they don't respect their opponents. Panda off the backboard. Is anyone there? Nuss hits it around Jamingo. Probably not the person trying to hit it around, and Shallow gets possession back because of it. He gets around one, around the other. Jamingo's there on the backboard. That's a horrendous touch, and Panda is there just to slot it in. 5-3 to Setu.
33 seconds left. I mean, God, this was actually such a close game. Just showing, I can't get up. Trinity did a great job there, of just they see the open chance and they lock down. Like Nuss, that shot from the sidewall, fantastic job. It's just I'm not sure if there was a touch there as well. That technically makes that an own goal. But yeah, I'd be sure it was going in anyways. Tomster with a great touch there. I'm not sure. I think that did turn orange, which does technically mean that's another. I believe that's the 4th or the 5th own goal in this series from Trinity. But they've done so well. I mean, it is still. Is this game 3? Is it? I believe.
This is game 3.
So the after this one, it will be match point for SETU, unless of course we get the first ever reverse sweep, and it is Trinity against SETU, which would definitely go down in the history books. Nice little goal for the road there for Trinity. That's
Look, it's a goal.
It's a goal.
Waffle throws the dagger in the chat. He knows the comeback is mounting, and look, if you're a Trinity fan, you're looking at the pattern here. Series 1, 4-1. Series 2, 4-2. Series 3, it has to be 4-3. Now, there is a slight issue in that plan for Trinity, which it doesn't actually say that they win it, but it does mean that they win the next 3 games, and that's what they're wanting to hope on. That's what they're clinging on to, and that's what they want to see going forward. Trinity facing a challenge that no one has even came close to summiting. They're going further than Mount Everest, and I don't think they'll ever come close to it, but you know what? The Mariana Trench is where they are at. They're trying to get to sea level. This is a good start for the kickoff. Shallow misreads it. No one's there to follow up on the back, on the whiff, sorry. Jamingo gets the dunk. Nuss has jumped early. He's got the shot. What a read from Nuss.
That was crazy pre-jump right there. My God. Oh, pardon me. That was not a pre-jump, but still fantastic. 117 as well from that angle. Well played by Nuss, proving once again why he's gotten Player of the Week so many times now. That's happened a few times now off the kickoff. That there's a bit of a team bump that stops the goal from going in. But Trinity is up by 1. 22 seconds. Tomster sets it up. Almost is on target. Jamingo gets the save over to the side. Nuss up in the air. Tomster back down to Nuss. Nobody's going for it. Nuss makes the decision, sends it up. Jamingo to the wall where Tomster is waiting. Jamingo does still manage to take it. Nuss going for the ball, but caught with low boost. It is in the air. Waffle gets the reset, tries to go for the goal. Nuss a bit awkward off the sidewall, but still manages to recover. Staying near the ball, realizing that he's got to do that against this team. Panda in the air, he's got the boost. Going for the double, it gets dropped down. Nuss, low boost, going for it. Jamingo over to the side. Gets dropped to Panda. Shallow's waiting on the backboard. Trying to steal it, but Panda does score that one perfectly top left, tying up the game.
We see Shallow sitting on the backboard. He's using his car as a pointer. He's saying, Panda, put it top left corner, and that he does. SETU brought it back in Trinity. They actually haven't had a scoring issue this series. They've had a colorblind issue. Maybe they take off the blue light glasses and realize that they're shooting on the orange net, but yeah, what can they do? Can they get another goal back? Good bump comes out from Tomster on Nuss. Panda, smart touch there. Nuss puts it towards his corner, but Tomster both gets ball and boost. Nuss gets it over Panda, but again, it's back to blue hands. Waffle, what can he do with it? He can't touch it, supposedly, and Tomster, in a very deadly position, tries to fake it under one. Panda hits it to the backboard. Nuss has to dodge the demo, and he's on top of Jamingo. This is incredible chaos. How have SETU not scored? Any more capitalization, and you're typing in caps lock. I don't even know what I'm trying to go with this one, because how have they not scored? It's been about 400 shots. Shoot any more, and you're like, what is this? Just put the ball on target. They've had 0 boost on the goal line, off the post again, because why not? And finally, Tomster puts it in the back of the net.
Well done right there. That was quite a barrage of attacks there from SETU, and I'm not sure how Trinity did manage to hold back. I'd say I'm not sure what exactly SETU was doing, but interesting kickoff strategy right there. You did get a kickoff strategy. I just don't know what it was, and it worked out in favor of Trinity, tying up the game 2-2. I'm not sure about that fake though from SETU.
I had seen Shallow go AFK a few times in these last 2 series, so I think it might be a controller issue, but to be fair, it's something, and it almost worked, and that's actually a kickoff strategy. They go for the bot kickoff. They're not Carmine Corp, however, and they miss the boost, so they're now on the back foot with 0. Jamingo misses the ball because it's Trinity, and Nuss pops it up. Panda's there, across, around Waffle. Tomster's there on the ball, he puts that goalward. Shallow fakes it. That's actually quite smart, but Nuss reads it like a book. Across the Shallow, what can he do with it? He puts it into the corner, he goes for the double, can't get the second. A bit of pressure relief from Trinity here. Tomster plays it backwards. That's a poor decision, but Panda, good touch from him, stops the Nuss dunk. Shallow on the backboard, can't get the read, but it's down to Panda. Waffle with a very important dunk, and that goal is open. Can he get it on? He can. Trinity have taken the lead.
Just under 2 minutes left. They just need to hold it. I'm not sure, considering the 4-0 game. I'm not sure if it's possible, but yeah, I'd say it just must feel great to at least be having a lead on SETU. But once they just need to pick up the speed. That's the thing. SETU's so fast, but sure, speed comes with time. It's not something you learn in a game, especially against this team. But you know, a minute 40 on the clock. Shallow going in, gets a 50, sends it back. Tomster sends it up. Nuss. That was Nuss. Nuss go for it, but Panda reads it. Great goal line save there from Waffle. Tomster up once again, gets it over, going for maybe a double, but caught with 0 boost. Shallow off the sidewall, early flip, gets the reset, drops it down. Panda with the shot. Fantastic play. Just Shallow right here. That catch, pre-flip, still getting the reset, and a bump with the extra flip on Nuss. Just Shallow is an interesting player, I'll say that.
He's incredibly impressive. Some of his decision making is a bit dodgy. It seems like he just gets a bit bored sometimes and says, why not go for just some stupid play? But you know what? He's so mechanical that it actually works. And we're watching the SETU roster. They've came back again. Trinity has struggled to hold a lead all series. Panda puts it back center. Jamingo's awkward. He gets a touch around him. Back to Tomster. What can he do? Tries to put it center. Over Waffle. Shallow's up. He's pre-jumped it. He's put it goalward. Nuss is there. Good touch around Panda, but Tomster's there for the shot. He's slotted it to the left-hand side. SETU 45 seconds away from LAN.
They are indeed. I actually did not think that was going in. From my angle, it looked like Tomster had actually put that too far left. That was a very impressive shot. But like you said, 45 seconds away from LAN. A rematch of our first series today. A rematch of the finals of the winter series as well. Just SETU and TUD Vertigo just showing themselves definitely as just the top 2 teams in this tournament. And we'll see. I mean, SETU won the winter finals, but here now TUD has won the semi-finals. So sure, the finals makes it the best of 3 this time. The best of 3 of this best of 7, unless Trinity gets the big upset win.
Look, there is 0% chance, but I have 100% faith. This is what I want to see. 11 seconds left. The real question here is, do SETU score in regulation or overtime? Maybe not. Waffle's in it off the backboard. There's Trinity there. No, if anything, SETU's taking it the other way. And it's regulation. Tomster gets it around the 3rd man. And Shallow is there to slot it into the empty net. Nuss can't get the touch. And yeah, it seems like Shallow's called game.
Definitely has. Nice little "This is Rocket League" from Tomster. The classic line from RLCS. But that is gonna be it. SETU has won this series, put themselves in LAN against the TUD Vertigo team that did beat them earlier today. And that's going to be a great game.
It will indeed. And we've just seen Jamingo throw in chat 1-1. I want to remind Jamingo that they've already lost to them in playoffs already. That's the second time they've lost to them in playoffs. So it's actually 1-2. And yeah, you've lost when it mattered. So not the greatest performance from you guys. I wouldn't exactly be bragging. But yeah, look, all things considered, Trinity didn't do that bad. Like, they were the odds of them winning that series was incredibly low. They didn't take a game, but they were 4-0 up. Like, it could have been worse. That's all we're saying. It could have been worse. And yeah, SETU, bit of a hurdle, a bit of a failure to get over that hurdle in the first series, you know, bit of a stumble and a fall, but yeah, they didn't exactly face plant in that second series, and they got back on their feet and absolutely destroyed the Trinity Ducks.
Yeah, no, they really did. SETU is just such a monster of a team that I can't even think of a way to beat. The only way, like I said, I bring this up every chance I get. When my team beat SETU, I believe this is 2 years ago or something. The only reason we did is because they were using no boost the entire game, and we didn't realize. So we didn't manage to take one game off of them. But God, they're just so mechanical, such high levels of chemistry. The finals are going to be a great game for sure.
It is a rematch from the winter, and there's a bit of a difference, which is SETU are coming from the lowers. So yeah, we can see that. I think the bracket's up right now. They're coming from lowers, which is a very, very important part for. It's a bit of a minor difference anyway. That's all that matters. And for TUD, look, they've overcame their demons for once, which is an important thing for they've not really been able to do so far, I think, all the season, and they did it when it matters. And the real question is, when it really, really matters, which is come LAN, can they take take it home there, and can they get that first place?
That is the question, and I can't wait to find out the answer. Honestly, I can't wait. LANs are always, I say that as though I've been to more than one, but I have been to exactly one, and they're good fun. They're good fun. It's great seeing the players live and seeing all the reactions, and it's good fun. It's good fun. But that is all we have for tonight. That is all 3 games. The only thing left in this tournament is the finals, which we don't have any information about yet, but if you follow us on the social media and such on Twitter, I believe, I'm not sure if the other ones are. That's the main one I use personally for keeping up with the news here. You'll find out when we have set all the dates, and yeah, that's all for me. Anything else for you, Daniel?
Not really, no. You know, it was a great day today. We had some good series, and yeah, can't wait for finals.
Exactly. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. This was Ford and Daniel just trying our best here to follow along with these high-paced games, but we hope to see you guys in the finals. Have a good night. Thanks very much.